guys, and welcome all of you to chat. A little word of encouragement this morning. I'd like to encourage you all and just say, hey, good morning, and welcome all of you to live chat right here with Monty. Just so this is common sense chat right here, and I'd like to encourage you all to keep looking up and not down. That's why I like to start today. Hey guys, just want to say we'll just like to wish you a super duper Tuesday. And I'm Monty, for those of you who don't know, entertainer, performer, author, composer, writer, world traveler, missionary, reverend, and lots more. Father and granddad and a whole lot of things like that. Listen, I just want to get in touch with you this morning. And, I'm really praying for you all over there in America and around the world for all the people of the world, not just African Americans. I just want to bring this out and just say this to you, a little tidbit this morning. Would you all continue to pray desperately for the situation in America, that things can flow fairly easy and we don't have too many casualties with all the chaos and ruckus that's going on over there. Yes, it is a total mess. Sorry. And it makes the lockdown look like child's play. So, just a little pointer. I watched all the news was this morning and saw about some of the protests and this and that. And more and more and more, like I was bringing out in my other videos, you can just see very clearly it has nothing to do with George Floyd. It has to do with chaos and political upheaval and the destruction of the American political system as we know it. Things are changing really fast. It's not for you to be discouraged. You actually can be encouraged. I want to encourage you that even with all these things going, you can be encouraged, because all this upheaval and turning around and things that are going on is bringing about the end of this social war and confusion and destruction and lies and stuff that we've been suffering for these past many decades. These things are about coming to a close. Thank God. And somebody who really knows how to take care of us and really represent us is about ready to take control of the reins and lead us into true peace, true love, and a really wonderful type of living under the rule and reign of God himself. Yes, he knows how to do it right. So I just want to say, look, with all these things floating around, okay, it has nothing to do with George Floyd. Many of us, it does. Many of us African Americans are protesting, and a lot of white people are protesting, and they do honestly would like to see change and like to help. But I'm sad to say that a lot of people are really, it has nothing to do with George Floyd. They don't care about George Floyd. And this, like I brought out in one of my other videos, that there is an agenda to bring down the people of color's population. And a lot of people don't even know what's going on, have a clue of what's happening. And this stuff has been going on a long time. And all this, we are the world, we're going to take. It's nice and all, but this is about bringing in a new one world order. Okay? It's nice, it's cool, to say, we're going to change things and use the power to vote and all this stuff. It isn't going to help. I'm sorry. I'm just be honest with you today. Okay? I don't want to be negative in any way, but you're just living a lie. It's just a lie, like all the lies that we've been fed for the last 100 years. And it makes us feel good, and we're going to do something and we're going to bring change. There is no change. There's a strict agenda that has been set out, and the leaders of the world are carrying out their plan that they've been planning for hundreds of years, step by step by step. And the plight of the African American in America will only be resolved by God himself, like he did in the Civil War situation. It was his intervention that got us out of that situation. And We do live a lot better, thank God, but a lot of things are not going to improve. I'm sorry. You don't have to feel sad. You can actually feel glad that these things are happening, because it's bringing in it will, after this bogus one world government is over, it will bring in a new world order under God himself, where we'll have true equality, true peace, and we'll have plenty under his kingdom, under his watch, okay? The final watch, the worldwide watch. So what's going on right now is a lot of deception and a lot of lies. And if you don't believe me, you could just look at a lot of the videos and look up a lot of things in Google all these issues and see what's being carried out about this agenda of a one world government, and you can check it out. So I just want to say very quickly, please be prepared for the takeover of America. It has nothing to do with right and wrong. It just has to do with the agenda that's being carried out worldwide. So black people, get ready for your new masters. Sorry, you got masters now. So you got some other masters that are coming up. And these folks, you may not like they're going to be a lot worse. Just tell you the truth. It's not funny. I'm sorry it seems that way to me, but it's like I'm just being honest with you, okay? I love all the leaders. They're speaking out. A lot of the black African-American leaders are really seeking, which, look, I lived this, okay, in the 60s. We always like, oh, what can we do when we pray and we do this and we do that and we talk? And it doesn't change, and it isn't going to change, because there is an agenda. Okay? I just want to get through your head so you won't be so deceived and so disheartened like I was. I went through a whole lot of this stuff, and worldwide over the years, over the last 50 years, I've been seeing worldwide about this agenda and what's being carried out, and meeting the actual people who are in charge of these things. And it's nice. It's a nice little feeling. You feel good inside. We're going to bring change and things are going to get better. But it's just a deception. So I would just say, look, please, if you got money, okay, have your house, get some food, make sure not toilet paper, get some real food that you can have for these upheavals and events and revolutions and protests and all this other stuff, because it's not going to stop. It's not going to stop until these guys take America over and they're in charge. And it's not going to be Trump. It may not be this person or that person, but they're going to be working through these people, or they might directly be running it themselves with their leaders that they're going to put in. But you have to really just realize that this is not a joke, and it's finally being brought out. And if you want to see what happened, look at what happened in North Africa. Okay, I mean, I lived in North Africa. Look what happened in Tunisia during the Arab Spring, and look what happened in Egypt and all these things. And that's what you saw there. Look it up, okay? And the same kind of situations, and different faces, but the same situation. But look at study about the Arab Spring, and these people, that's how they brought through this chaos, political chaos, protests, uprisings, and things like that, and they changed the political landscape of these North African countries. And it's happening. It's finally happening in America. Now, it's nothing to be discouraged about, but be happy that it is happening, because God's about ready to, after these things pass, he can set up his kingdom and set up a real kingdom of real equality and peace. And I'm just going to be honest with you. I'm just talking real talk. This is not a joke. It is happening. Just wake up. And just want to say this because I love you. I love all of you there. And it breaks my heart to see my country in turmoil, to see even my friends and relatives. I know a lot of them are really going through it. And I'm just speaking to them, and I'm speaking to you. And I just try to tell you the truth. So if you'd like more information on these subjects, look on the net, read other books and history books and agendas. Look up all the issues and things that have been brought up over the last 50 years, and you'll see there's a plan, and they are carrying out their one world plan. And the Bible is very clear on that. And what you're watching and witnessing is Bible prophecy being fulfilled right before your very eyes. In no fashion, shape, or form, I'm going to tell you that Jesus is coming next week or 2 years from now, 3 years from now, whatever. I'm just telling you to be aware that it's not necessarily what you see. Like, oh, we're just trying to make life better for it. They don't. Do you know how much money we spend on the space program every year? NASA or other projects that are just sitting, is basically spending money on fireworks. Have you ever watched fireworks? When they shoot all this millions of dollars of fireworks every year at the New Year's celebration, you just watch it go shh. And it's nice to look at, but it doesn't feed you, and it doesn't help the people from the community that are celebrating these things. And I'm just trying to tell you, all this money we're spending on space is cool, like I explained, but it's not giving food to people. It's not housing people. That money that's being spent for that is not going for what it could be better used. And who are the people that say like, wow, this is wonderful that we can go to space? What in the world do they want to go to space for when the world's in total chaos and confusion right now? And it's nice, it's cool, some people can make a lot of money off of it, but you're not making the money off of it. I'm sorry, you ain't getting nothing. Nothing. You can work at, you can work at McDonald's and, you get your PhDs and get a McDonald's, work at McDonald's or work at Walmart or wherever you're going to be working at, Target or stuff with a PhD. Okay? So I'm just trying to tell you, just being honest with you this morning, be aware of what's going on and don't be a chump. This guy, George Floyd, it's just, they're looking for opportunities to bring these things into being. So I'm saying that enough. So please stay close to Jesus. That's the main thing. Really. At the end of the day, it's going to blow your mind how important God and Jesus is. They belittle it and they make fun of it, the leaders of the world, and they put it down, and all the technocrats, they put him down. But I tell you what, he's going to come in the sky, coming in the power of heaven, and he's going to take over this whole planet. So why don't you be an operative of Jesus and not an operative of the other political leaders? And our kingdoms will be, and that government will last for 1,000 years and for eternity. That's the most important thing, the government you can work for. So this stuff's not going to last very long. You'll be surprised. It's going to pass very quickly. And remember, just be aware. It's nice, all this, what can we do? And, all these guys shuffling, Biden and Trump, and everybody's like going through all these changes to show, I'm going to make it better for you, blah, 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 to become in power. But remember, in 2 Timothy, it says very clearly, I'm going to leave you with this one verse. But evil men and seducers shall wax worse and worse, deceiving and being deceived. So don't be deceived. Stay close to Jesus and be a part of his kingdom. So I just like to wish you a super duper Tuesday. And remember, keep looking up to Jesus, the ghost. Oh my God, turning into a ghost. And don't look down at all this mess. Keep looking up to Jesus. Have a nice Tuesday. And remember, keep logging on to my channel. Subscribe. Ding! Hit the subscribe button on my YouTube channel. And yes, I really would like subscribers, and I'd really like to get this message out. I don't hear a lot of people saying this. I'm going to say it. And the more of us who speak out and say the truth, the more it will resonate and can cause change in you and many others. Have a nice Tuesday, and thanks for stopping by. See you later, alligator.